Hey guys, it's Rachel from Hope Corner Farm. By day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet, quilt, sew, and cook. And today I'm going to teach you how to complete the side saddle stitch and crochet. The side saddle stitch is called this because, as you can see, these stitches like to kind of sit side saddle to one another. Today I'm going to show you a couple of different variations of the side saddle stitch. I'm going to show you how to start it with a foundation chain. I am also going to show you how to start it with a chain stitch as well. Notice that the bottoms of these are just slightly different. If you want a straighter edge, you're going to want to use a foundation stitch to start. If you want this more scalloped edge, you're going to want to use a chain start. I'm going to show you both ways, so don't worry. So if you're ready to learn how to complete the side saddle stitch and crochet, let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. Now the first way I'm going to show you is our traditional, usual way that most people complete the saddle stitch, and that's with a chain start. So I just want to point this out, that when you use the chain start, you're going to need multiples of 5 plus 2 stitches when you chain. So what does this mean? Each saddle stitch takes 5 stitches. Now you need 2 additional ones for the very first start of this stitch, and I'll show you what I mean. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start by chaining 17. So I'm going to place a slip knot on my hook and I'm going to chain 17. Now if you need to see how to chain in slower, more detailed movements, I'll include a link to a video below that takes it a lot slower and in more detailed moves. So there's 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, and 17. So there are 17 chains to start. So for row 1 of the saddle stitch, what we're going to do is we're going to work a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So not this one, but this one. So when we talk about the multiples of 5 plus 2, this plus 2 here is what we're talking about right here. So 1 and 2. So my very first single crochet is going to go into this second chain from the hook right here. So I'm going to place a single crochet stitch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to double crochet 4 together across the next 4 chains. So I'll show you what this looks like here. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into the first chain, yarn over, pull through. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. That's one of my partial double crochets. We're going to yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through that chain. Now there's 4 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. That leaves me with 3 loops on my hook. I've got 1, 2 partial double crochets here. I'm going to yarn over, go into the next chain or the third chain, yarn over, pull through. You've got 5 loops on my hook, sorry. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now there's 3 partial double crochets on my hook. I have 1 more to complete. Yarn over, insert into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull through. Now I've got 6 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. Now there are 5 loops on my hook, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops. Then I'm going to chain 1 to kind of finish that off. So there is part of our saddle stitch. Now I'm going to go into the next chain and I'm going to single crochet stitch. So what this looks like, the reason why it's multiples of 5 is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches used for one part of the saddle stitch. So that's why it's a multiple of 5. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to chain 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, and we're going to repeat the process. We're going to double crochet 4 together across the next 4 chains. So yarn over, insert into the first chain, yarn over, pull through that chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the second chain, yarn over, pull through it, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the third chain, yarn over, pull through that chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now I've got 5 loops on the hook. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and then chain 1 there. And then I'm going to work a single crochet into the next chain. And that completes my second part of the saddle stitch. I've got one more left for my count that I've done here. So again, we start by chaining 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to double crochet 4 together across the next 4 chains. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So hopefully you can see this if I hold this out. What we talk about with a double crochet 4 together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 partial double crochets here that we're going to finish off and finish together by yarning over and pulling through all 5 of those loops. Chain 1 to kind of close it up, and then in the very last stitch we're going to place a single crochet. So the very last chain gets a single crochet stitch, and that completes row 1 of the saddle stitch. For row 2, we're going to start by chaining 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to turn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet into that chain 1 kind of finish that we did to the double crochet 4 together. So we're going into this space right here, and we're going to place a single crochet. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now into this chain 3 space from the previous row, we're going to double crochet 4 together. So yarn over, insert into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through that chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the chain 3, yarn over, pull through the chain 3, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have 5 loops again, so again you can see my double crochet 4 together there in that chain 3 space. I'm going to yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and then chain 1. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here again into that chain 1 from the top of the double crochet 4 together. So right here we're going to place a single crochet stitch right there. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to repeat putting double crochet 4 together into the chain 3 space. And then we're going to finish, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet into that space right here. And we have 1 more to go here, so we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to place a double crochet 4 together into this chain 3 space. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put them all together, chain 1, and then we're going to come over here into the very first single crochet stitch that we did in the last row, and we're going to place a double crochet into it to finish the row. So there is a double crochet, and that completes row 2. Now if you lay this flat, you can start to see how these things are sitting side saddle, because they're kind of cockeyed to one another, so that's why they call it the saddle stitch, because it's kind of side saddle to one another. I'll show you row 3. Now we'll show you row 3 because this stitch is a 2-row repeat. So we're going to repeat row 2, which we just completed, with row 3. So I'll show you row 3. So row 3, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place a single crochet in that same chain 1 top of the double crochet 4 together, so right here. And then we get right back into our usual repeat. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to double crochet 4 together into this chain 3 space. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to yarn over, pull through all those loops, chain 1. We're going to come over here, we're going to single crochet. If you kind of look at it here, hopefully you can see where we're putting that stitch. We're going right here into this space right here is where we're going to place a single crochet. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet 4 together in the next chain 3 space, Now what you will find with this stitch, the only difference between row 2 and row 3 is how we start and how we end them. Everything else about these rows is exactly the same. So we're going to place our single crochet here, chain 3, and then this is our last double crochet 4 together for this row. We're going to work into this space right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're concerned or you're questioning whether you've done enough partial double crochets, you could count them 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can also make sure if you have 5 loops on your hook, you're ready to yarn over and pull through all 5, just so you know there. So we're going to yarn over, pull through all 5. We're going to chain 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to single crochet into the 3rd chain from this turning chain right here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to single crochet right into this space right here and place a single crochet to end that row. And that's row 3 of the saddle stitch. So again, you're just going to repeat row 2 followed by row 3 for the remainder of your project, because again, this is a 2-row repeat crochet stitch. Now the other question I always get is, how can I start this stitch with like a foundation chain, like a foundation single crochet, foundation double crochet, etc. Because one thing you'll notice is this saddle stitch's edge, now I love how it looks, has kind of this wave or kind of shelled look to the edge. Well, what happens if you need a straight edge for your project? So I'll show you how to start this stitch with a foundation single crochet start. There's a little bit difference to it, and I'll show you how that works. All right, so for a foundation stitch start, so like a foundation single crochet, foundation half double crochet, foundation double crochet, or foundation treble crochet start, you're going to do this just a little bit differently. So I'm going to show you my little thing here. So for a foundation chain start, so again, like a foundation single crochet, half double crochet, foundation double crochet, or foundation treble crochet, the difference this time is we're going to do multiples of 5 plus 1. Now with a chain start, remember it was multiples of 5 plus 2. This one is multiples of 5 plus 1. So right here, I've got a foundation single crochet of 16. So we chained 17 for the other example. This one is a foundation. I have 16 foundation single crochets here. So we'll get started on this. Okay, so if we have a foundation single crochet or some sort of foundation chain to start, what you would do for the saddle stitch is you would begin by chaining 1, and turning, and then in the very first foundation single crochet you would place a single crochet, and then we get right into the saddle stitch like we've been doing for all the rest of it. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then across the next 4 stitches we're going to place a double crochet 4 together. So we're going to yarn over, insert into the first one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the next one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the 3rd stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, go into the 4th stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see I'm going across 4 stitches here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, pull through all 4 stitches. We'll chain 1 to close it, and then we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. And we would repeat 1, 2, 3 chains. We're going to double crochet 4 together across the next 4 stitches. Now one key here is to not get too tight with your double crochet 4 together. So there I've got 5. Yarn over, pull through all 5, chain 1 to close it, place a single crochet in the next. And now we're ready for one more saddle stitch here. So 1, 2, 3 chains, double crochet 4 together. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1, and then we would place a single crochet in the very last stitch. And that would complete your row 1 of your saddle stitch. And then you would go to row 2 just like you did the last row. So I would start by chaining 4. So I would chain 4 for row 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I would turn. I would place a single crochet in that chain one, just like I did in the other with the chain start, okay? And then you start repeating 1, 2, 3. And that's the saddle stitch in crochet. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.